Hi guys, Simulator Guy 101 here, and welcome to my first ever video. As I said, my name's Simulator Guy 101, but do feel free to call me Josh because it's my name. Yeah, so I'm just making this video today, just a hello and a little bit of an introduction to myself and a little bit of an introduction to the channel and, you know, all of that good stuff really. So I decided I would do an OMSI 2 video here today, and I thought I'd drive one of the routes on an OMSI map whilst I basically just talk about my channel and stuff. So it's basically going to be a normal video just with an extra part stuck on, which is that of the introduction, considering this is my first ever video. So I'll talk more about the channel and the welcome and the introduction kind of stuff once we get underway here. But we're currently parked up at the big main Paignton bus depot, and we are in the Volvo B9TL Right Gemini 2 in stagecoach livery with Voith gearbox. It's a decent enough bus. The bus has been made by AD156, who is a very well-known UK developer. He does a lot of UK content for OMSI 2 because, as I'm sure some of you are aware, OMSI 2 by default is a German game and very European. So he basically, like quite a, I wouldn't say quite a few of us, I'd say probably quite a small amount really of us do UK content. So this is it. You can't really see the other side because of the wall, because I parked in a really good place because I'm amazing, or I'm really not. But yeah, we're going to be doing Route 35 today on the Buses of the West Country map. This is version 2.6. Okay, now there is a new 0.7 version out, so a 2.7 version out, which I do not yet have. It's been out a while, but I'm really quite busy. I haven't found the time to install it, to be honest. So we're on 2.6 today, so we're on the older version, the older public release version of the map. There is a newer one available. It was made by the UK design team, who have just done an absolutely fantastic job. They've done so much, and it was such a nice map to drive. Although the route is timetabled for 50 minutes today, it's only going to take us probably about 30 to 40 minutes because the timetable in this current version is not great and it is quite buggy. For example, as you'll see later on, by the time we pass about maybe 6 stops, we'll be running about 7 minutes ahead of schedule, as you'll see today. So yeah, let's get on with the show. So we'll open the doors here, which is quite a nice feature. You got the emergency open button here, which is quite nice, and we can go in here. Then you can't really see it that well. If I just move the cab door a little bit, and you can see you got buttons there. I'll tell you what, let's do a. So you can see you got buttons there. Is there a better view? No, really not. Okay. Back to there. Yeah, you can see just there, so we can. As if. Do you not have had this working all day and now I can't. Oh, I know what we'll do. We'll do that. And you can see just close the doors there. And we can close the cab door there. And this button turns on the master electrics.
Fire system pressure okay.
Which then brings everything to life here, all the self-tests and stuff, and also brings the screens to life, which are a little bug, so let me just change that. Take the 35 bit off for now, so we're not in service. We've got the lights here. Now it is early evening, so we'll put our dips lights on, I think. Handbrakes on, which is there. These two buttons here are the kneeling, so this one kneels the bus down like how you would see it standard, and then this bus will lower this button will lower the whole bus down. So if you've got a wheelchair or stuff, then that's what that does. It lowers the entire bus down as opposed to just the door side. So we'll just lift that up there. You've got your gauges up here, speed, which is in I would say mph, miles per hour on the outside, kmh on the inside. Got your revometer, all your gauges. They're the air gauges and the fuel gauge, temperature stuff, door control and ignitions, climate control. Then you've got the light switches up here, cab light. That does the reverse horn. Not sure what that actually does. And you've got the display thingy here, ticket machine and ticket changer, which does this ticket changer changes with variation. There are several variations to this bus. Some of them have the cash tray, some of them have sort of this quick change style thing. And then the horn. I know it sounds ridiculous, but the horns are actually like that in real life. And you've got the rather nice looking wipers that come down like that. Uh-oh, I broke it. Oh well, okay. Then you just got the cab windows there. There is a small glitch on the HOF file, which is what powers the destination programmy things. So what I'm going to have to do is it won't let me do anything from Paignton to Totnes. So I'm going to do the trip from Totnes to Paignton. I'm just going to change over here. So you just press that button. That brings up a list of what's called entry points. And you just choose what entry point you want. I've clicked the one for Totnes train station, which is one of the other ends of the route. This splash screen I've designed myself. Again, I will leave the link to the link in the description, sorry, for that. And there's also an editor version as well. So, yeah. So here we are at Totnes here. So, go down M, turns on the engine. You got the dashboard movie thing here, so you can move the dashboard. So all you do is you press that till it clicks up. Move the dashboard to how you like. Seems about good there. And lock it back in. I'm on mouse control for now because I don't have a steering wheel as of yet. Mine broke the other day. So yeah, as I said, we're on the Voith gearbox, so it's not the best gearbox in the world, to be honest. That was close. We'll just pull in here. Handbrake on. Open the doors, then we'll come up to the Hanover displays here. We'll go to X, and I've already typed it in, but I'll do it again. 3501 is our destination thingy, but 35, no we're not, with 3502, sorry. Oh, it's working now, that's interesting. And we have Paignton via Paignton Zoo, which should bring all these here. We'll turn the lights on with 8 and 9.
Hello driver, can I have a single please?
The ticket machine and stuff does fully work, I can't be bothered to turn it on if I'm honest.
Can I have a
Here, mate. A day rider, please.
Do that.
Can I have a day pass please?
Do that. That should warm that up on here soon enough.
A return, please.
Do that. I did actually forget to select our schedule, which is close, but we can take that one, 17:20, which is all good. Let me just check something here. That's fine. Oh, actually, I do need to do that. That's fine. Sorry about that. So we'll forward time. So we'll do 17:20. So we'll bring it up to 17:19. 50 there. We've got your lights on all in here. Lights, we can put our lights on now because so that's on there. Just press L. Looks like everyone, so we'll shut the doors, handbrake off. Yeah, that's definitely off, that's fine. I want to drive with your cab light on, that's never a good thing. Off we go. Just adjust my volume. So then, I think we can get on with it now. Now we're on our way. So yeah, welcome to the channel. As I've already said a couple of times, my name is Simulator Guy 101. But do feel free to call me Josh, as it's my name, obviously. I am a PC gamer. Have been for many, well, I say many years. Since about 6-7 years now I've been PC gaming. So basically since about the age of 10 really I've been PC gaming. I'm mainly a simulation gamer. I'll do things like this, OMSI 2, Euro Truck Simulator 2, American Truck Simulator, Train Simulator, Flight Simulator X, all of that good stuff. But I will do other stuff. I do dip into survival games such as Subnautica and Stranded Deep, and I even play a little bit of GTA 5, because why not? Next thing you're probably going to be asking, probably one of the most things I'm going to get asked in the comments for this video is going to be, are you recording on a potato? Answer to that, my friends, is yes, I am recording on a potato. My computer isn't very good at all, its specs are quite low. But I am in the process of building a new gaming PC, which should be up hopefully around about Christmas. Hopefully.
One day, rider, please, driver.
Hopefully, yeah. So that'll all depend. Sorry, I was just doing that. So yeah, it should hopefully be up by roughly around about Christmas or just before Christmas. So all depending on that, I will either do more uploads and then do a Christmas special when it comes to Christmas, or if it really is right towards Christmas that I get my new PC, then I'll do an official sort of Christmas launch sort of thing, which would be cool. So yeah, I'm umming and ahhing a lot because I'm thinking of this all off the top of my head, because I'm driving this route as I'm talking. So I do all of my stuff live. I'm not one of these people that records a video and then just talks over it, and whilst they're watching it back as appropriately. I don't really like that idea. So I do all of my recording of voice live whilst I'm actually playing the game. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's not running too bad, all things considered. It's not running bad. I did a test thingy today and the frames seem to be alright on maps like this. I mean, it tends to be alright as long as things aren't too frame heavy, then it's not too bad. Like this map is okay on your frame rate, so it's not too big a problem. It's when you start getting into things like for example, as we're on OMSI, things like Gladbeck, Project Gladbeck, which I will not go into about on this video. That is a whole other video on Gladbeck. I don't have it personally. There's very good reasons for that. I'm sure anybody who actually does watch this video and comments in the comments will tell you if they know about it. God, that was a good shot. To be honest, North Venice too, if I was on that bus, I'd probably complain about that, because that was quite a bad turn. And that wasn't rather good either. So what was I talking about? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, so hopefully new PC by Christmas. Then we can really start getting on some games, and that'll be really cool. So anybody who does actually decide to comment if they've watched this video and they're quite a big OMSI fan, I'm sure they'll be happy to tell you about Gladbeck, but I certainly won't, because I don't have it. But it's, to put it one way, it's not very well built, to be honest. That's one way of putting it. And it's, for its build quality, the fact that it's actually more than the game itself to its build quality, it's not good. But anyway, I said I wasn't going to talk about it, so I'm not. So as I said, we're on the Route 35 today on Buses of the West 1, version 2.6, not 0.7. Before anybody starts moaning, we are not 2.7. Okay, and I know I haven't upgraded to it, that's just because I haven't. Okay. So, yeah, it's a really nice route to drive. The timetable is a bit screwed up. I mean, as you can see, we're actually slightly behind at the moment. That's a rarity. But anyway, yeah, we are fictional on the degree that Stagecoach do not own any B9TL, so this is very much a fictional repaint of the bus. Even though the bus itself exists, this is a fictional repaint. But the map itself is based on the real Stagecoach Route 35, which I believe runs between Paignton, definitely, Totnes, and I think it goes slightly further than Totnes, but that's not done in this. But I could be wrong on that, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, we're just out of round the very narrow bit of road around St Matthew's Church right now, which is always fun to drive. I always flip the curb on that bit with the rear wheel. This is a horrible turn. Getting out of Totnes, well, I say getting out, getting in as well. Getting around Totnes is really quite harsh, because the roads are quite sharp and narrow at the same time.
Hey, handsome.
So yeah,
One way.
inside view of the bus, back in the cab. So then, what should we talk about? Talked about the introduction, so yeah, that's basically me, talked about that. I'm a bit of a bus enthusiast as well. Leave what hate mail you will in the comments, I really don't care. So content about that might creep up from time to time as well. But yeah. So let's talk about the map. It's a really nice map to drive. It's been made by the UK design team, who can be found on the Fellow Films forum. I will leave the link to the forums in the description below. You will also find me on the forums, and you will find some of my mods on the forums. I mainly do repaints, and that was really bad. I mainly do repaints with a couple of other bits, and I also do a lot of paperwork kind of stuff, so I'll do duty cards and timetables. And this bus no longer wants to change gear. Not that I'm complaining, so at least it knows how to hold a gear to get power up a hill, unlike some. But yeah, I'll leave the description, you'll also find me on there, all that stuff. So yeah, this is a really nice map to drive. It can create some challenges at times. I mean, this evening, the traffic, like the parked cars, isn't too bad. But there'll be time you'll have parked cars on either side of, say, that corner we've just gone through, and you have to really navigate it. And it is quite fun. It's a challenge, but it's really fun. So we are now at Masonic Street, and we are currently 0.4 minutes ahead of schedule. No, we're not behind schedule.
Can I have a routine?
Which isn't too bad. It's not too bad at all, really. Oh my god, his voice. Do you know what? I've had this voice pack for so long now, and his voice gets me every single time. A return ticket, please. It's like, you what? As if. But yeah, everything's good really. So, I mean, for a potato computer, it doesn't do bad. It's not going to be the best content for a while, but yeah, it'll get there in the end, to be honest. And as I said, once I get my new gaming rig up, then the fun can really begin. I do streaming as well, so I am on Twitch as well, twitch.tv/simulatorguy101. I stream as and when I've got the time at the moment. I am incredibly busy with college work and other work, like full-on job work. So I am incredibly busy, but I will stream as and when I've got time. Because I'm on a rather potato PC, I'm quite limited to what I can stream. So I mainly at the moment do development work. I'm currently building 2 maps for OMSI. I am building what I'm calling Dorset in the West, which is themed again in Devon, just like this map is.
Single, please.
And mine is between Exeter and Lyme Regis, so just bouncing into Dorset, on the edge of Dorset.
Single, please, mate.
And it's based on the real life Route 9 and 9A, which run between Exeter, Honiton and Lyme Regis. The 9 goes to Honiton, terminates sort of halfway at Honiton, and the 9A goes all the way down to Lyme Regis via Sidmouth. They both go via Sidmouth. So I'll be doing that, and I'm also currently doing Sheffield as well. As if this bus won't get up here. I was going to try and force the downshift there, but that didn't work. Wow. Come on. These buses are actually like this in real life, though. This is the thing. So you'd think the bus would have to hold its gear a little bit longer to get up this hill, but no, it changes because it's so computerised that it's told at this revs, no matter what, you will change down to, that you change up to this gear or down to this gear. And there's no whole gears to override it, so it's not the best. It's really not the best. But yeah, I mean, so yeah, as I was saying, the other one is Sheffield. I will be building as much of Sheffield as I can and putting in as many routes as I can, but that will take time. I'm building it for a streamer called Stephen Kibberton. Highly recommend you go and check him out. Fantastic streamer. Definitely go and pay him a visit. So I'm building it for him, but it's going to take a hell of a lot of time. But I do development streams on that. Again, comes down to the fact of my gaming rig. Once I get my gaming PC up and running, again, I won't just do development streams. I will do other things. Like I will actually stream OMSI gameplay, like what I'm doing here now. I'll also stream other stuff, you know, as I was talking about back at Totnes. I'll do Stranded Deep and all of that good stuff, as well as the development streams. So yeah, that's all there is to it, really. So we're currently at Bury Pomeroy, I think that's how you say it, which I consider to be the halfway point of the route. It's the halfway point of the route, to be honest.
Okay.
Only 2 minutes early, so I've done quite a good time on that, but I'm going to catch up anyway, because otherwise you start running
Alright, mate, give us your return.
accidentally early. Okay.
Hello, driver.
Alright, return ticket, please.
That's that. So this is the halfway point of the route. Honestly, I have to say, considering what I was talking about the timetable, we've so far not done too bad, but it's after this point it will start to go wrong, because this is the fastest point of the route coming up when we literally go like toga down the road. Well, I say toga, that's if this bus can actually accelerate that fast, which it really, really can't. Just come round the roundabout. Just come out the turn here out of Bury Pomeroy, and there you can see the national speed limit sign. I can hear a car. Stop. Even though you can't see absolutely anything coming out of this turn. Thank you. Lovely sunset. Like, OMSI's got such good weather physics almost, like the night time and the sunset and stuff, but you very rarely see it because there's so many like inner city maps, and I forgot to turn my Steam overlay off. I'm really sorry about that. But it's so nice when you get you get to see the sunset in the countryside, like on a countryside route, because you can really see more than just being surrounded by like skyscrapers. Another bus. I did I did the AI file myself for this map. I changed it, but I need to fix it because it's slightly broken. Now, before you say it, yes, legally in the UK you are allowed to do that as long as it's safe to do so and you're not on solid white lines. You are allowed to overtake. Nobody there. Carry on, because that stop usually catches me out. Full beams. Even though we don't really need them yet, might as well just use them anyway. Turn them off because there's another car in front of us. Oh, it's a police car. Now, because this bridge is slightly wrong at the moment, I have to come into the middle, otherwise I'll lose the roof. That's something that's been fixed in 2.7, which I will do another video on 2.7. This bus is so nice at high revs. It sounds so good when it's like at 25,000, like 20,000 revs. Turn coming up here. I'm not driving with the route markers on because I really hate driving with any form of like GUI stuff on. Like even this red thing here, I hate driving with it on because I think it just clutters up the screen. And besides, I know the route anyway, so it's all good. So I know the route, yeah, I know the route, so I don't need them. If you want me to put route signs up for future, or you want me to do a route and say, look, can you put the route on because I want to learn this route or whatever, I will happily go over and do a route with the route markings on, and I will teach you guys the route. I'm more than happy to do that if you really want me to. I'm also happy to do tutorial stuff if you want. I mean, I'm not the world's most knowledgeable person on stuff, but I can do things like repaints and do basic scripting in OMSI. So if you guys want me to do that and you want to learn how to do that, again, just comment below. I will happily do a tutorial series for you, for everyone. I'll more than happily do that, because there's not an awful lot of sort of OMSI tutorial content out there. What I will say is don't ask me on how do I make a bus.
Single, please. Thank you very much.
All I will say is that requires great knowledge of 3D modelling software such as Blender, and I mean great knowledge, and it requires plenty of reference pictures and plenty of patience. I have not yet figured out how to make a bus because I am nowhere near experienced enough on Blender to be able to do it. I would like to, and as soon as I know how to do it and I've made a bus, I will quite happily go back over it and teach you guys. But as for the moment, I really can't model buses. I can't model anything. But anything else, most things, I'm happy to do. That was really bad. I really need to design a new voice pack as well. So we're currently at White Hill. So we're not too far off of Paignton now. It's still a little bit of a distance to go, but it's not massive. It's not a massive distance left. So what's going on in the world of OMSI? The London add-on. The London add-on indeed. I'm sure many of you are aware now that the London add-on is soon to be coming to OMSI. I believe it's planned still for the 22nd of October. I don't think there's been any changes to that. Oh my god, that was really bad. I don't believe that's changed. I've just managed to pause it and do that. RIP. So that'd be good. I do have an early access of the bus, or one of the buses, the Enviro 400 that's coming with it, but I'm not allowed to video on it as of yet. Believe me, I would so love to do a video see what I mean about the timetable. We're now 8 minutes early. I'll afford the time here at Colleton St Mary. Honestly, if I was allowed to video the bus, I would genuinely be driving it right now on this map. I really, really would, because it's such a nice bus to drive. But I'm not allowed. But rest assured, when I'm allowed to, so it'll either be when I'm allowed to do the Enviro 400, or when it comes out with London on the 22nd of October.
Can I have a return ticket, please, driver?
Whatever. Sorry, as if I have not got that to work, and now all of a sudden it started working. But it's got the wrong destination on it. He's selling for Totnes, not Paignton.
It's flipping freezing on here, mate.
Oh, rip. Okay. Oh. Let's afford the time. 2:50. That'll do. But yeah, I really would, but it'll either be when London comes out or when I'm allowed to do a video on it. I really will, because it's such a nice bus to drive. But as I said, I'm not allowed to yet, so I can't. So yeah. Well, it's looking to be really, really good. It's looking to be a really, really good map. I mean, it's got 10 nighttime routes. No, it hasn't. It's got 10 daytime routes and 3 nighttime routes. So I will try and cover as many of them as I can. I'm planning to do like an OMSI series anyway, like a proper series, where I'll look at different routes and stuff. That will mostly have to wait until I get my gaming PC. I may well name this Series 1 Episode 1 of the bus series. I don't know what I'll call it yet, but I might well do that. And then I might do Cotterell, which is another map made by UKDT.
Alright, return ticket, please.
I'll do both routes on that.
Cheers.
I'll do both routes on that, because that'll be quite fun. That's quite a nice map, even though the routes are short. This turn is horrible, because you have to come across 2 lanes of traffic here to get across, because I have to turn right, not at this one, but in a minute, to get into Paignton Zoo, which is going to be our next stop. As we've just passed Tweenaway Cross. The lights here are green. So it is officially winter. It is officially winter. Now how about that? It was winter on the 26th of September, I think it officially became winter. And oh my god, are we feeling the full force of it. Or it became autumn, not winter, sorry, it became autumn, but it really feels like winter. I live in the south coast of England at the moment. I live 20 minutes away from the city of Brighton. And the past few days, it's been really cold. Like, it's been no higher than, I would say, than about 11 degrees. Plus wind chill factor, it's been feeling about 8 degrees by about midday. It really has been cold down here. And the weather's just been really bad as well. Like, the rain has just been, like, the other night, the rain coming out of the sky was just like toga out of the sky.
Hiya, driver.
Wait, I need to just do
Can I
that.
have a return ticket, please, driver?
Right, so I had to like lean over then, something ridiculous to do something.
Single, please.
That was intense. But yeah, the other night I just had like
Hello,
rain
mate.
and hail coming just like
Single.
toga from the sky. And that was pretty
I wonder if I
intense.
could have the ticket where I can
No, this guy, he
make this
gets
journey,
every
but also
time.
later on in the day I can also make other journeys.
Shut
And
up.
also
And he'll
if you
carry
need
on, listen,
tire
you
on
listen
my
to him, he'll
later
carry
in
on.
the evening, I think maybe you call it a day rider.
And he's like at the back of the bus and he's still carrying on. It's insane.
One day rider, please.
I tell you what, I said an awful lot of day riders, I really do. How late are we, I wonder? Or early? We're not too bad, that's fine. But yeah, it's been really, really cold past few days. It's intense, really intensely cold. I get caught. These last about 6 years now. So yeah, there's some really good content coming to OMSI. I know for a fact today that the Right Renown, a remake of basically, obviously the one AD156, again he released something called a B10 BLE Right Renown, which was okay. The modelling of the bus was just on point, but the sounds of the bus were just absolutely shocking. But somebody, again in the Fellow Films forums, has done a complete remodel. Well, I say remodel, a complete remaster if you like. He's done modelling tweaks and sound fixes and all kinds of different stuff. It went out for beta release today. I did try and request a beta release. So far I've heard nothing back because it only went out to certain people and I wasn't one of them, but I have... Oh, really? I have emailed the creator and I have asked if I can get a beta, and if I do, I will do another video. It'll probably be on this map, hopefully in the opposite direction if I can get it sorted out. Either that or it'll be on Cottrell, but I want to try and give it a really good run for its money. Handbrake. But yeah, as of yet I've heard nothing back, so yeah, that would be cool if I do get it. And if I do, then it'll be in the next episode. If it's not in the next episode, then they didn't get it. But yeah, it should be good. So we're almost at Paignton now. It's not too far away. We can come off on a dedicated bus lane just in a second now. Speeding a little bit, nothing major though, only a few miles an hour over the limit. I know my microphone quality really isn't the best. This is actually my second attempt at making this video. The first time I did it you couldn't actually even hear me for whatever reason, just OBS just decided it was going to be like nope, along with about half a dozen other settings on my PC. So I've fixed it all. Well, I think I've fixed it all. It's not too bad now. I need to have a proper look at it, but it's not too bad. I fixed it to the best I can for now. It'll get better when, as I said, when I get my new gaming rig, I'll invest in a proper mic, proper stand for it and stuff. Just managed to turn off the mouse control. That was clever. Mouse control is really not too bad on this bus to be on OMSI, to be honest. I say really on this bus, to be honest. Well, not just this bus, but in OMSI in general, really. Mouse control, it's better than keyboard, because keyboard control is just diabolical. It really is awful. But mouse control isn't too bad, and I'm getting used to it. Bearing in mind, I've got about 700. I've got just over 700 hours on OMSI. It's one of my most played games. And
Hello,
about
driver.
699 of, honestly, nearly, I think pretty much 99.9% of all of my OMSI gameplay has been on a steering wheel. It really has. So it's kind of been weird transitioning to a mouse control, but it's not too bad all things considered. But I just can't wait to get a new steering wheel now. I hopefully should get one in the next few days. But yeah, it's not too bad all things. I had a go at keyboard control and it was just awful. There's just no words to describe it, how bad it actually was. I know I always used to think that mouse control was just ridiculous. It's the worst idea known to mankind. get off there. Well, actually, mouse control isn't too bad, and I like it. It's alright. As far as controlling goes, it's alright. I was going to do a back view then, but that guy was standing up, so I can't see anything. The Enviro 400's got really nice physics to it. Like really, it feels so realistic. Like if you sit in the a back camera view and you drive it, it feels like when it leans forward, when you brake and stuff, it feels so realistic. It really does. It's so nice to drive. I can't wait to drive it with the steering wheel. It's so nice. And the sounds are just on point. And the thing is, it's still a work in progress, and I can't wait to see the finished version if it's already on a work in progress and people are speaking so highly of it.
Single.
I mean, I've got early
Lovely.
access
Cheers.
to London. I bought one of,
Return,
I
please.
think it was 25
Lovely. Cheers.
early release copies when I went up to Show Bus in September, like last week. It was as I'm recording this video, it was last week, and it was really good. Like all of like UKDT and other guys on the forums and stuff, we all met up, and it was a really good day. And I bought one of the 25 early release copies, and they actually all sold out. They sold out so fast. Like even before we were halfway through the day, I think most of them had sold, and they were flying off the handle. They really were. But it was so worth it. But it's so annoying that I can't show videos of it. But to be honest, I can see their reasoning, because even the bus, it's still a work in progress, and obviously they're gonna want people to showcase the finished version, aren't they? I know I would. So it's only fair, to be honest. It's only fair. But honestly, as soon as I can actually release a video of it, I really will. It's just an unbelievable bus to drive. It really is. I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, what can I talk about so people aren't just going to be solidly watching me driving in silence? And then I'm talking about stuff. I find something to talk about, and then I'm sitting here realising that most of what I'm talking about is just like really bad rubbish. And there's just so many ums and ahs, and so yeah, sort of things in all of my sentences, because I really don't have a clue what I'm talking about, and I can't yet work out if that's just like a good thing, because it means I'm doing it live and just being like, you know, okay about it, or whether it's really bad and people are just going to give me more hate mail because I don't know what I'm doing. To be fair, the way things are going on YouTube at the moment, I honestly vote the latter. I really do.
Return ticket, please.
Honestly, I've got no time for hate mail. I really don't. Like, people just think they're so clever by saying, oh, you're a great big idiot, or stop trying to act so clever. And you just feel like replying back, saying that they should be the ones to stop trying to act clever, because they think they're so cool by releasing all of this hate mail and all this sort of, not so much hate mail I suppose is the wrong word for it, but all these really like nasty comments, and they think they're so funny, or they're so hard, or for whatever reason. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I get mad at some videos sometimes, and I will leave really nasty comments, but there's usually got to be a really good reason for it. Like, I tell you, the ones that really get on my nerves, it's like when, like, for example, a bus,
Man, that's a bad driver.
like a bus goes to overtake a cyclist, and like the bus was done like, maybe not necessarily like a perfect overtake, but a good enough and a safe enough overtake. And I'm going to get moaned at because this turn's ridiculous. But like, they moan that, oh, he was too close and nearly hit me, when it's like their own fault, because they're like either not in the cycle lane, or in the middle of the road, or like in between two sides of the road. And they're the videos that, and they're the ones that honestly make me mad, and they're like, that's pretty much like the only time I will ever leave really nasty comments, just because I can. So anyway, we are at Paignton bus station, stand 2. This is where the bus route finishes and the bus itself terminates. So yeah, it's awesome. We'll go not in service here, I think. Cancel the timetable. So we're not going to be doing any more. So we can go not in service. God, there were so many people on this bus. Like, I must have had a near on full load. That's insane. Oh, I've got like a really bad ulcer in my mouth at the moment. I'm dying for a drink. I'm not even gonna lie. Pull it into neutral. Turn the engine off as well. We'll turn the lights off, close the doors, turn those lights off. And the electric's off. So guys, that concludes the video. I'm impressed it went so well. I'm actually impressed that I've got such good frame rates, all things considered. But that actually concludes this video. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're going to watch, I don't know how many viewers this is going to get, probably 0. Actually, let's just turn those back on a second. Get a weird glitch with this. I don't know what the glitch is. Let me just change that back again. Probably change one so people just know. No, as if, well, not that OMSI AI actually cares anyway, because unless it actually says the destination, they just won't go to the bus anyway, so yeah. Anyway, guys, as I said, that concludes the video. As always, please feel free to like and like the video, comment the video. Please subscribe as well for more content. I will try and get as much content as I can within the limitations of my current potato computer. I will get as much as I can out. I will try and get that OMSI tutorial series got going. I will do some editor tutorials and stuff, and I'll do HOF files and all that kind of stuff. I'll try and get that kick-started. I will try and find time to do a Cotterell video as well, which will be the next episode in this series, I guess. But guys, until the next time, and until the next video, happy bussing.